Pranam Acharya ji. I think I love reading books, but I have read a few books. Those kind of books I have read actually. From there, I just got to know in most of the books what they have written was actually they go out of the world, they go to some place and they do sadhana and they get this realized. And the first question we had in the morning was like, Mukti is not out of the world, it's a way of life. So here they are going out of the world and they are doing that. And this is also conditioned in my mind. Is it really necessary or something? So can you just throw some light on that?
I guess the Kaddu ke Karname debate was settled long back. It seems you still want to pursue. How many of you remember Kaddu ke Karname? See. Is it not settled yet? Man flies out of his body, and out of his body he divides in three. He is simultaneously there in Moscow, London, and Hathras. Astral physics, nice. It's also impressive, no? As impressive as those comic strips we enjoyed in class 3. The yogi has to be superhuman after all, so he'll do unbelievable things. So nice, good entertainment. What do you want now?
No, in these books I read like they have gone out of the, this not what do you call this normal world, and that they did intense sadhana for getting realized.
Where have they gone?
They've gone to the caves or Himalayas.
So you can go there. So what will you find there? A cave is a cave. There are so many caves. So what's special about caves? The ancient man, all of them used to live in caves. So what's so special about that? No? All of them were realized. Everybody was living in caves. They had nothing better to live in. What's this?
My thought process, they just went to avoid these distractions from the world.
So you can do that, fine. Live in a cave. What do you want?
Basically, it's an escape, I feel.
Come, let's go to a cave. Why do all this? Let's go and sit in a cave. It requires a separate and dedicated kind of research. What is it about caves that attracts so-called spiritual people so much? You don't have electricity there, you don't have water, you don't even have toilet paper. How will you manage your daily quota of tweets? What will you do in a cave? The cave will soon start stinking. Where will you wash your clothes? I'm asking a few basic questions. They'll sound not spiritual, but I'm asking you these things. What will you do with your clothes? Okay. No, but that's what again, hundreds of generations of ancient man were doing exactly that. And all the animals do that even today. They live without clothes. That leads to enlightenment or what?
I think in those books, Acharya ji, they say that it's a realization of at one moment. It's a euphoria moment, right? That's what they say. And some after reading these,
leave enlightenment. मजा आया कि नहीं? तो बस पैसा वसूल. It's not about enlightenment. It's about entertainment. You got good entertainment, fine. You just wait. One day I'll write a great entertainer. Maybe I'll make you too a character in that. That's what you want. Thrillers and entertainers. No? Great VFX. Why are we talking about all these childish things? Somebody flying around. That person has nothing better to do than to fly around. Why are you flying around like that? Come down. If you get a paranormal power, will you choose to just fly around here, there? What are you doing? It is kiddish. There is nothing in it. Forget about being impressed by it. How can you even take it seriously? It is meant for below average IQ kind of people. It is not for the consumption of people who can think and understand. It is for imbeciles whose discretion has been blunted by overdose of belief. Believe. And decades of indiscreet belief simply kills your faculty to investigate, know, and separate the fact from fiction. Belief compounded with fear. If you don't believe, something bad will happen to you. That belongs to the same genre as the kind of people who leave comments on social media saying, if you do not subscribe to my channel, your mother will die. And they get ample subscribers. The kind of stories you are talking of belong to the same genre as the one making that comment. The writers of these two are coming from the same place. They are exploiting your vulnerability to beliefs. They are exploiting your exposure to fear. They are exploiting your lack of certainty in the truth. They exploit your risk averseness. They know very well that they can serve any kind of horse dung to you, and you will not comprehensively reject it. Why? Because you want to play safe. You want to say, what if I reject it and some harm comes to me? What if there is a 0.1% chance that all this is true? Why should I be the first one to run the risk? Everybody else seems to believe in it. Let me also believe in it. Let me belong to the crowd. That's what they are exploiting. And they will continue to exploit you. Because where there is very little devotion to the truth, there is all kinds of vulnerabilities and fears. And when you are afraid, then you cannot resist anything. Then you don't have the courage to pick up the book, turn a few pages and just throw it away like this and think this is just nonsense. The man of truth, instead of discussing that kind of book, will just dismiss it. Throw it away. Throw it away, and if it deserves to be taken a bit more seriously, then burn it. But we want to play safe. Why? Because we do not know. We do not know anything. We do not know anything for sure. So we are risk averse. Because there is so much uncertainty, no? So we say, the man is speaking with such confidence. Maybe what he is saying sounds incredulous, but it's true. Maybe. Everything in life is maybe. We never did anything with certainty. Because certainty lies only in truth. And to that we were never fully devoted. The punishment is the entire world will keep making a fool of us. They will serve you nonsense and you will not have the courage to kick it away. And with such great confidence, they have continued to serve us garbage. Book after book, book after book. Sometimes the yogis are flying, sometimes they are dealing with disembodied beings. And there is no outrage. People take it. People simply take it. In an awakened society, the writers and publishers of such books would have been taken to task, would have been dragged to the courts and put behind bars. How can you serve this kind of toxic nonsense to the entire society? Just to further your influence, just to push people deeper into fear so that you can lord over them. No? When somebody is afraid, it becomes possible to control him. No? They want to keep you in fear. They can't keep you in fear of guns or other kinds of tangible power because they don't have that. And when they have that, they exercise that. But they also know that where even guns are ineffective, ghosts come handy. Because guns you can verify. The fellow will say, I'm pointing a gun at you and say, there is no gun. But the fellow can say, I am carrying 2 ghosts with me. And you can't even verify. So it's very important to keep you in awe of ghosts so that you can be controlled. And when you can be controlled, then you can be exploited. The only objective is to exploit and exploit and exploit. And that's why the one word they are very scared of is liberation. Because liberation means fearlessness. If you are fearlessness, then they cannot exploit you. Then they cannot draw power from you. Then they cannot rob your money. So they'll never let you be fearless. Book after book will keep pushing you deeper into fear. By making you believe in the paranormal, extraterrestrial, super transcendental. The only thing common among all these is none of them are verifiable. None of them can be scrutinized or objectively verified. They will say the verification is possible only by the one who has experienced it. You say these things don't exist because you have not experienced them. But then that exactly is called madness. If there is something that only you can see and nobody else can see, then it is not called existence. This is called madness. Huh? How many fingers? Suppose she says 7. So is she a seer with paranormal powers or is she simply mad? That's what. If there is something that only the experiencer can verify, it is a state of madness. They say, no, you have not seen ghosts. So you keep refusing. But we have seen ghosts, we have experienced ghosts. I am a ghost. You better give up the ghost. and liberate the earth of your presence. Think if ghosts are actually concluded to be non-existent, what will happen to all the guru shops? Just think. The guru economy will collapse. It is running on everything that is beyond this world, hence beyond you. Basically what they are saying is there is something beyond you, but not beyond me. I am special, so come to me, give me money, become my follower, wash my feet. Only I can experience those things. They are disembodied beings that only I can see. Or those who have been blessed by me. There are these three minions. Chela 1, Chela 2, Chela 3. This one is Bhoot specialist, this is Chudal specialist, this is Pret specialist. And then he has the guts to write an entire book. And it sells. That's why there is so much climate catastrophe. This universe deserves to come to an end. If books like those can sell and be mentioned respectably, then this world deserves to come to an end.
I think we are making the same mistake of that, getting that entertainment through that books. And we see that ratings and everything. And the mass is also buying those books, and we don't use our investigation and buy those books. I think that's the mistake. And we are seeing those books without investigation. The entire mass is taking their books and
think how you just suspend your discretion and your faculty to inquire when you are reading all that. Just watch yourself. You don't even want to inquire and question what the hell is being written here. One thing that the guru will always have in plenty is confidence. He will ooze so much confidence, you will feel scared of questioning him. He says, I captured the ghost. I did it. And he'll say it with such a flourish. You are left with no reason or opportunity to doubt or inquire, let alone negate or refute. Not possible. And you are a poor, ordinary man in self-doubt, in diffidence. And he says, what can you do now? Finished. We are materialistic beings. So we can see only the body and the outer shell. So you are overawed in a very planned way through the weight of personality. All these bluff masters, they cultivate their personalities in a way to intimidate you. Look at their dresses. Just think how much time they have given to their dressing, and that will tell you all about their intentions. Why will a sane person with something proper to do in life give so much time to dressing? Think. So much attention to dress is either by cine stars or models or by gurus. What's common between the three? They want to capture you through their dress and personality. That's the very intention. Because internally they are anyway hollow. So the only way they can dominate you is through their outer appearance. And because we are unable to penetrate beneath the surface, beneath the clothes and the persona, we are taken in, captured. in spite of having heard all this, the next time a weighty guru comes to you, you will again be intimidated. That's the tragedy. You will again find yourself short of courage to stand up and squarely question him. The one art that the guru has definitely mastered is the art of dominance. And that's the reason why religion has earned such a bad name today, no? An entire generation is simply leaning away from any kind of religiosity. And probably rightly so. Because in the name of religion, mostly what you get is just exploitation from some kind of guru or somebody. Why should you be religious? Better stay away. Better read thinkers, philosophers. At least there you are not exploited. Even if you don't get any great benefits, at least you are not exploited. Normal fiction you may read. But if you read so-called spiritual literature, then there is no end to the toxic impact it has on your mind.